Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you very, very early in the morning from downtown Manila. And my guest is across the other side of the world. She's in Canada, Montreal to be precise. And let's have a look what we've got here on my bio sheet. Her name is Helene Rousse. And Helene is a casting director and host and business company name, a very interesting one called Total Casting, right? Industry, entertainment, number of years, just a little while now. 40 years. Imagine having a passion, guys, and doing something for 40 years and enjoying it. It's great to get out of bed, right? Brief description of a business: casting talents for film and TV production. Key achievements or projects: celebrating 25 years in casting this year. Pretty awesome. Oscar nominated for the best voice casting and 5 nominations at the Voice Arts Awards in LA. This could be your year, Helene, I'm sure. And personal motto philosophy: always be nice on the way up. Well, we know the rest of that, guys, because you're going to meet them on the way down. Interesting fact about yourself: I'm also an inventor for the pet industry. Based in Montreal, Helene is a world-renowned casting director with over 40 years of experience in the entertainment industry. She's the founder of Total Casting and has cast over 100,000 roles. Imagine that, guys. Imagine the people she must know, right? In the film, TV, animation, and video games. Her credits include Oscar-nominated documentary Fire of Love and the 5 Voice Artist Awards nominations. Helene is a producer, author, voice director, and speaker. Making me tired just reading all this out. Known for her deep industry knowledge and talent scouting precision, right? Since she's the creator and host of bilingual Zoomcast Showbiz Connect, bringing together actors, producers, and casting pros. So now it's my great pleasure to welcome to the stage and make her even more famous. Helene, how are you, my friend?
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
No, you're most welcome. It's my great pleasure. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you all those years ago to follow your career path. Not many of us know what we want to do 40 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. I think even at 5 years old, I knew I wanted to be in the business. Like maybe I'm back, like 5 years old, I remember. And then, in those days, parents did not know how the business worked. They're afraid. When you don't know something, some people are afraid, right? But at 14, I finally convinced my dad to pay for some modeling classes, like walking, makeup, blah blah blah. And I said, I'm gonna stay in the business, and I did, for so many years. And then, I was doing modeling, acting, doing all those shows, those Miss Personality, Miss Canada, Miss whatever. And it's great opportunity, to do all of those things. And you get to, work on your craft, I would say, sort of. Sorry, there's a lot of ambulance here, maybe they're coming after me. Um, yes. So, but doing fashion and dancing and shows and stuff like that, I decided I wanted to stay in the field but work also behind the camera. So I opened at 21, I opened a modeling and talent agency. And with the help of my brother and my mom, I think they gave like $500 each or something to start my business. They believed in me, and I was like just out of school. I studied 3 years in industrial design, which has nothing to do with it really. But I wanted to go into fashion, but I didn't want to sew. So I said, the heck with that. I don't want to stay in front of a drawing table all my life because my pastime, my part-time hobbies was the entertainment industry. So I decided to push that aside. Of course, it helps me. Any class you take will help you along the way because,
Absolutely.
after that, I was able to create my own logos, my own, like all of my stuff because I studied in design.
Yep.
So 21, yeah, I opened a talent agency, and then
It's just history.
yeah, I mean, it's all started from there. It comes from your passion. Like that's all I wanted to do, and I just went for it immediately.
It's been the most
Um,
challenging aspect of your work, and how have you overcome that?
how did I come to that?
No, yeah, the most challenging part of your work, and how have you overcome it?
Yeah, I think challenging is to put some team together and to keep the workers loyal. It's not easy, to get your funding going, to get your cash flow going, and to find new opportunities.
Hmm?
So I connected with a big agency in New York called McDonald Richards. It was a commercial print agency, and they used to represent Marla Maples, the ex of Trump. So, so I did an affiliation with them, and together we also opened in Paris. So what we did is we were sending models back New York, Paris, Montreal, and that way we could book a lot more contracts. But then I decided to separate myself from that. The name McDonald Richards was not French enough for the French market here in Montreal, Quebec. So I kind of separated, and then I changed name and it became Focus International. And then I opened my office in one of the biggest building downtown Montreal in the Royal Bank building with 12 employees, the big letters on the wall, the whole
Yeah, yeah,
package.
yeah. I know it all.
And we had every department, voice department,
Oh,
modeling, acting, extras. I mean, it was really big. And then, when you don't have your hands on certain things, then what happened is my assistant at the time, she was just there for like almost just a year. I'm going to call her Cindy. She basically left with half of my roster
wow.
while I was with my mom was dying at the hospital for a week. So her and her mom
Oh,
came in the office. They stole, photocopied everything. There was no internet then in the 90s.
unbelievable. Paid enemies,
And
so they call them. Paid. That's what staff are. Paid enemies.
so, yeah, so that was a big stab in the back. I had a lot, but this one was the biggest.
Yeah, no
And I have
doubt.
no more space in the back. So you learn from your mistakes is to
Yeah,
let your employee deal directly with clients. Sometimes, you got to delegate, but still. So it was a big lesson for me.
it's a good
And
thing
so I had to regroup.
there. Yeah. The good thing there, though, the cream rises to the top. Obviously, your best people are going to stay with you, and the ones that weren't meant to stay with you, they're going to go with your new opposition. So not a big deal. All you had was a pivot. You had a clean out, really, when you think about it. Right.
Oh, absolutely. I have people right now that have been with me for over 25 years.
Fantastic.
So some
Uh,
10 years, some 5 years. So yeah, I have great people.
yeah. Tell us an important moment in your career that changed your direction. Where was that aha moment along the way?
I think uh, I think that moment when I was like the carpet was taken away from my feet,
Yeah.
it was in a blessing in a way because it changed direction for me completely. So what I did is I sold the company
Yes.
and I opened up a year later as a casting director. So just to know the difference, Jeff, casting director, we are hired by producers, directors, photographers. But
Yeah.
when I was an agent, I was on commission only. So basically, it's a gamble.
Yeah.
So that's what changed. And I was able to become and work with the creative directly, which was like, wow, I should have done that a long time ago. So
Yeah.
for me, it was a good thing that happened. And it's been 25 years now. I love it.
Fantastic. Tell me, in your opinion, what are the key qualities or skills that have contributed to your amazing success? What do you believe they are?
The skills is for me, number one is discipline, discipline, discipline. And to be able to have, I call it the equilibrium pie. So you got a slice of friendship, maybe a drop of work, a
Love
piece
it.
of, right? So that's my pie. And I live by that and I teach that. And I also do a speech about discipline for different people who needs it.
Great subject and so true. You just got to get up and have a plan and follow the plan. But I also, having spoke to you earlier, you've got great empathy. Empathy is a wonderful thing. I'm sure you listen to people in your industry. You've got great empathy, and the other thing you've got that your friend didn't have, you've got integrity. And if you've got empathy and integrity, folks, that takes you a long, long way in any business, right?
Yes, your reputation follows you.
Absolutely. In your opinion, how do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field?
Yes, I do. You have to. You have to recreate yourself. You got to innovate. And I always that in my mind that, I know I work behind the camera, but I decided to also go in front, like you. So I created a live Zoom podcast. I call it a Zoomcast. And I have different guests in the entertainment field. So I've had, it's called Showbiz Connect to connect people together.
Mm,
So I have directors, actors, agents, casting directors. I mean,
fantastic.
everybody in the field. I have mindset people that are coming to help out, and I have breakout rooms so people can connect and meet each other. And a
Nice.
few of them has got their new agent or this, or they've been doing films with this one. And so this is kind of a community that I created together, Showbiz Connect, to be able to connect. And at the same time, I offer one of my classes for people who don't know how to start in the business, and it's called the Formula One Race Course.
Nice.
So,
Um,
so it's like how to become an actor in 90 days.
nice. For actress, yeah, the actor, it's actor now. Actor covers them both, doesn't it? I forget about that. The old actor and actress is gone. It's now actor. You've got to be an actor. So one name covers both genders. Tell me, tell us a recent project or achievement that you're particularly proud of.
Well, the last film documentary, Fire of Love, who was nominated for an Oscar, I did the voice casting for that. It's the story of those two volcanists that died near a volcano. And you can see that on the Disney Channel on National Geographic. So that was pretty cool. Really good film.
Yeah.
And also, I was nominated 5 times for outstanding casting for voice for animated films and some video games like Overwatch.
Okay. Tell me.
Oh, and one more, Jeff. Sorry. I'm also on the run for another award. It's called the Numix Award for Best Podcast. And you can actually join. I should send you the link for that because you can also apply for international podcasts.
Interesting. Interesting. Uh, this could be your year, my friend. What advice a 20-year-old comes to you, your daughter, a niece, nephew, and says, "I've just left school and I'm not sure what I want to do with myself," and they come to you for advice. What would you tell them? What would you tell them? What would your advice be?
If they want to do this, yes, I'm dealing with 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 17-year-olds right
Nice.
now. They're already they're taking some acting classes in their schools around their city they have to look for lists and do any research like anything else.
Do the work.
But really, you need a picture, you need an agent, you need a mini resume, and you need talent. So
Mm,
you need training. And for that, yes. And that's why also I put that Formula One together so people can do it from home. There's live coaching on Zoom, there's private coaching, there's like strategy, career, to gear the person to what they want to do. But you're allowed also to change your mind. You can also want to do just extra work to start with. You can do voice work. I have kids that auditioned for a great animated series this week, and this girl was singing and talking like, wow, it was amazing.
I knew a lady years ago back in Australia, and she made a lot of money. She was a hand model. All you ever saw, you never knew who she was. All you saw was her hands. You know,
Yes.
the dishwashing ads and all sorts of ads with hands. It was
Yeah.
invariably it was invariably her hands. Now,
Modeling is a great way to put some money in the bank as well. Yeah, the hand model used to make 100 to 300 bucks an hour.
yeah,
And
incredible,
great.
incredible.
So you can model, you can act, you can do all of that stuff part-time even. And
Yeah,
because sometimes one day for TV commercial can give you between 150 to 10 grand in one day.
yeah, nice, nice.
So it's interesting, and video games. Talk about that. To do voice work for video games. That's cool.
Yeah, and you might discover the next Mel Brooks. Tell me, Looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future? You're only at base camp at the moment. You're still climbing. What are your goals and aspirations?
My next goals, yes, I want to be able to speak on some stages,
Nice.
also as a speaker. I also have a fantasy trilogy that I want to push forward.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. I'm a co-writer on that. It's still in the entertainment field.
Nice. Nice.
And yeah, so I wanna get out there a lot more, and I want to be able to cast a couple more features this year. I already casted two so far this beginning of the year. So, but I would like to work on the next James Bond with Denis Villeneuve, who's from Quebec, Montreal.
Nice. Tell me,
That's my
they're,
goal.
they're up to about, I was going to say nine, but it's probably 19. What number are they? Can you remember what number they're at now? They're just
Oh
huge,
no.
huge numbers, right? I haven't seen a Bond film for a while. The last one I saw, which I really enjoyed, I think it was one after that, but the one I enjoyed was Daniel Craig.
I love him. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought,
Actually, my best friend looks like him. It's like his
right?
look-alike.
Yeah,
Yeah, my best friend.
because he's just such he's a gifted man. Just such a natural, isn't he? Just a
Yeah.
natural. I think I also saw him, if I'm not mistaken, in another nice movie which had a fantastic ending, and that was a movie, I'm not sure if you know it, called Layer Cake. You familiar with Layer Cake?
Not sure.
Yeah, look it up. Layer Cake.
I will.
He performs beautifully, and I won't tell you, but it's got a surprise ending. Um,
Hmm.
and what else are we going to move on and talk about?
I watch so many movies. I have to in my field,
My
but
friend,
like,
I watch invariably at minimum. This is a true story, guys. I've got about 60 on a stick at the moment. I go somewhere where in the Philippines you can pirate them, right? And you pay
mhm.
20 pesos for a movie, and every time I go shopping, I get 10 or 20. I just got to wait a month. But I'm finding lately, God, there's so much rubbish out there compared to back in your day. You know what I'm talking about when people could actually
Yeah.
act. There's so much
Well,
rubbish out there. Like,
I have Prime, and I always watch the trailer before now because otherwise
yeah,
I can't watch
no,
shit movies. I can't
yeah,
watch bad acting. It's
no.
just I can't.
It's funny you should say that. What I've done recently, I go to ChatGPT, I put the title
Yeah.
in and say, show me the trailer. Because like you,
Ah,
I get 15 minutes in and I go, oh, there's 15 minutes of my life I'll never get back.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, so I watch the trailer. I do two things. I watch the trailer and I ask for a review. I say, what's the consensus? And they go, oh, it's
Hmm.
polarizing. Some people like it, some people don't like it. I say, okay, I'll make up my own opinion. Show me the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes, yeah. And I go to a lot of like students' films that show their stuff or
Yeah.
theater. There's so many things, but tonight I'm going to a comedy show.
Oh,
So
nice.
I love stand-up comedy. I love it.
Yeah,
So,
the good ones are brilliant. The good ones, they can cut your legs off.
mm,
Some of them are really they're very clever,
yeah,
very very good.
I love it.
I think I'm a frustrated comedian. I think I've lost my calling. I should have been a comedian. Uh, that's my
I've done that too, actually, when I was younger, I was doing, when you had to do the miss this, miss that, you have to have a talent. My
yeah.
talent was stand-up comedy.
My talent was being disruptive at school. They told my
Uh-huh.
they told my parents when I was 14. They said, "Do not bring him back next year." Then my parents took me home to give me the big lecture, and my parents said to me, "If you don't like it here, you can get out." And I said, "Oh, really? Give me 15 minutes."
Oh, is that why the title of your show, 15 minutes?
No, 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 not really. But I left home and school to find my own way at 14, and I got no regret. A lot of stories, but no regrets. Right. Um, Looking ahead, we've done that. How can our listeners reach out and find out more about your amazing work? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
I think to start with, you can go to the website, which is totalcasting.ca.
Yep.
And from there, you have access. There's a button called also Showbiz Connect, where you can get the dates for the next show. You can register because we have a monthly show. If somebody wants to know more about the entertainment industry, there's so much tricks and help.
Yeah.
They can do that. And there's a list also. I offer a voice class for people who wants to get into voice. We have a 1 day class in person or on Zoom with scripts and everything and technicians and to know the whole business. It's a crash course, it's a full day. And then you can get a voice demo. And we tell you how to get work from your voice as well with a different platform. So this is something that might be of interest.
Yeah.
Or they go on my Instagram. There's a link tree there, and they can get a private coaching for their acting or modeling career. And I can tell them a lot about it and help them gear them towards the step by step.
At this
That
point,
you retired or you want to have fun, go back to your first passion. There's no age, there's no time. Time is now.
love that. I love that. And guys, there's the opportunity. Reach out to Helene. It's like reaching out to a family friend. Reach out, have a chat, find out what she can do to help you. You never know. You might be the next superstar. Tell us before we wrap it up, Helena. We can't let you go because you're a very interesting lady. But tell us a fun fact about yourself that most people do not know.
Most people don't know I'm an inventor. So I did invent the pethold.com. It's it's a support to groom your animal and cut their nails. And you can find it on TikTok also, called the Amazing Pet Hold, with millions of views. And I rarely talk about that, but yeah, you can check it out, pethold.com, to help the small dogs and cats and rabbits under 20 pounds.
There you go, guys. Imagine trying to do it and the animals running around the house. So it's going to solve that problem for you. So check it out, guys. Helene, you've been an awesome guest. And guys, come and get your 15 minutes of fame. You can see it's like talking to a friend. And I want to point out to you, and Helene will tell you this, a TV commercial is probably going to set you back a minimum of $20,000. And what's going to happen, sadly, when it comes on, people are going to jump up, go to the fridge, grab a beer, grab a hot dog, or take the chance to go to the toilet. And they're going to miss the whole darn thing. So all your celebrity status goes out the window. Go try 10 radio spots. That's another alternative to get yourself out there. They invariably play them at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when people are asleep. But come on, 15 minutes of fame. It's all about you. And what we do, think about it, we turn the whole thing into a mini movie all about you. And then we put it across Reddit, Quora, LinkedIn, Facebook, our Facebook group, YouTube, and our new channel, School, and put you potentially in front of hundreds of prospects. So there's the invitation, guys. And don't just throw it in the drawer like most podcasts. You've done it, it's all forgotten about. This is evergreen. Put it as part of your email signature. Put it on your website. Go to LinkedIn and say, I was interviewed by the business guru. And people want to know what was said. So there's the opportunity for you. Well, before we wrap it up, any last words for our audience?
Well, first of all, I think your show is fantastic. I think it's great. You offer a great space for different talent and business people alike. So thank you for that. And if anyone wants to reach out to me, it'll be my pleasure to help out.
There you go, guys. It's a virtual cup of coffee. It costs you nothing to spend 10 or 15 minutes with Helene. So I suggest you do so. Thanks very much for being on the show, Helene. Been awesome.
Thank you so much, Jeff.